Yes, salutations, dear friends, dear youngsters. Welcome and my gratitudes to you from the core of the heart for giving me this chance to talk on Geetha. And special congratulations to you that you have risen above the young mind of arrogance, not ready to listen. That too, especially the Indian Hindu Sanatana Dharma scriptures. From that weakness, from that foolishness, you have risen above and having the dignity, glory to listen to this great knowledge you have come to. So you deserve the appreciations and applauds. I really congratulate you. Now let us do our vigorous exercise of study every day. And the learning of knowledge is a continuous process. We have to go on becoming deeper, subtler, wider in our understandings, knowledges. Then only our life becomes easier, simpler, smoother, and beautiful. And in the life of ours, as the times are changing, people are less to help us. Therefore, don't grumble or don't too much depend on them and tell to yourself why I need others' help when I can do my own self work. है ना? First, depend on the self. Then, if required, take help from others. But don't expect too much and also get disappointed. मैं कर सकता हूँ करूँगा करो ना. You are given with all abilities, talents. Recognize them and work. That's better than always in the temperament mood of depending on others and getting disappointed, dejected, and dissatisfied. Okay. Now, after welcoming you, like every day, today also we have the three things to do. First one is shloka, second is common sense thought, third is Geetha. In Geetha, yesterday, seventh shloka, I spoke exhaustively for 40 minutes. अब बाद में देखा तो it's not found in YouTube और रिकॉर्ड नहीं हुआ because of the internet problem. So we can't miss even one shloka. Therefore, same shloka we will repeat today for our study. Nothing wrong. So the shloka was seven number, where the five attitudes are uh, adjustments are expected to be made in us. With these things, when we perform in life, we will always be in a happy and peaceful state. Yesterday we discussed at length the success now should be measured as happiness and peace, not in terms of how much money gained, how much of any of the other parameters, because you got all the successes of world in your profession, in your earning money, but if it is not adding to your peace and happiness, तो क्या करोगे? Being at peace and being happy is real success. Therefore, first we define success as performance, second we define success as achievement, third we define success as happiness and peace. So while performing and achieving, when we add these five things, we will be at the higher success of happy and peaceful also. The word used here is kurvan api nalipyate. He is not tainted by disappointments, miseries, frustrations, etc. if he brings these five attitudes. Same sloka for the spiritual seekers. The meaning of it is what? Kurvan api nalipyate means his actions are not creating new vasanas or impressions. These actions are exhausting the existing vasanas impressions. Thus, he is becoming quieter and quieter in his mind, purer and purer in his mind. With that, he will be qualified for deeply contemplating on the self or the truth. This is what is the meaning of this shloka for the spiritual seeker. But for both of them, spiritual and us, same five adjustments we have to bring. Same five transformations. Same these five, what do you say, talents or positive traits we have to develop in us. कोशिश करना इन पांचों को. वो क्या है? We will see when the shloka starts. Now let us start our day session through prayer as every day. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Every day we do this chanting. Today we are learning little bigger one about mother. It is called Ashtadasha Shakti Peetha Stotram. It has got 4 lines, please, or 6, not 2. So these are the 18 Shakti Peethas which are there in India of mother, and 1 or 2 in the other countries. One in Sri Lanka, one in Kashmir and all. So this remembrance of 18 Shakti Peethas itself is a great upasana. And while chanting that shloka, remembering those Shakti Peetha, we can pray to the Mother, O Mother, who are stationed in these places to bless all the humanity, all jivas. Please bless me also. Give me right knowledge, right attitude. Empower me with all abilities, talent, so that I perform my duties. I serve the nation. I serve you. Finally, I reach you. In that way, every time, anywhere you go, a chanting should be done by you, and a prayer should be extended either for yourself or the world. And mind you, the prayer should be always positive, not the non-positive one. Okay? Now, what is that mantra? Om Lankayam Shankari Devi. Mother in Lanka is named as Shankari Devi. There is a temple. Lankayam Shankari Devi Kamakshi Kanchikapure. Kanchikapura, she is named as Kamakshi. Pradyumne Shrungala Devi, a place called as Pradyumna, her name is Shrungala Devi. Chamundi Krauncha Pattane, the Appabo Himalayan region, Himachal region is called as Krauncha Pattanam. She is named as Chamundi. Chamundi, Kraunchapattane. Then Alampure, Jogulamba. In Alampura, it is somewhere in Andhra, called Jogulamba. Alampure, Jogulamba, Sri Shaile, Brahmarambika. Again in Andhra only, Sri Shailam and Jyotirlingam. There the mother is there as Brahmarambika. Kolhapure, Mahalakshmi. Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Mother is worshipped there as Mahalakshmi. Kolhapure, Mahalakshmi. Then Mahurye, Ekavirika. Mahuripura is there, again it's Maharashtra. Ekavira, her name is. Ujjainya Mahakali, Ujjaini, she is Mahakali. Pitikam Puruhutika, Pitika Sthana, she is called as Puruhutika. Odyayam Girija Devi, Odya Nagari, her name is Girija Devi. Manikya Dakshavatike, Dakshavatika is a place, other state, somewhere in north, her name there is Manikya. Then Harikshetre Kamarupa, Haridwarle Kamakshi. Prayage Madhaveshwari, Prayaga Madhaveshwari. Jwalayam Vaishnavi Devi. In Jwalapuri, she is called a Vaishnavi Devi. Gaya Mangalya Gaurika. In Gaya Mangalya Gaurika. Varanasya Vishalakshi. In Varanasi, she is called a Vishalakshi. Kashmireshu Saraswati. She is in Kashmir as Saraswati. Na? Namaste Sharde Devi Kashmira Paradas. In this way, Ashtadasha Supitani Yoginamapi Durlabham. To remember and chant or visit. Even yogi के लिए भी difficult है about all this अष्टादश शक्ति पीठम. Then सायंकाले पठे नित्यम, daily evening पढ़ोगे तो सर्व शत्रु विनाशनम, all inner outer enemies are eliminated. सर्व सिंपत्करम, then सर्व अष्ट सायंकाले पठे नित्यम सर्व रोगहरम दिव्यम. All the rogas are removed. And then Sarva Sampada Pradayakam. It is a bestower of all the Sampada also to us. This is how one of the very, very powerful is this Ashtadasha Shakti Puitham. So, Sarva Rogaharam Divyam Sarva Sampatkaram Shubham. Clear? Sarva iti Ashtadasha Shakti Pita Stotram Sampurnam. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shlokas are there. So 11 times 66 means 7 minutes it will take for me. पढ़ना है क्या आपको? पढ़ेंगे. You also do it 108 times, adding 97. And this one keep a target of 108, 1080. Definitely it will help. So I am invoking Mother in all the 18 Shakti Pitas to bless all of us in not only the study of Geetha but also other scriptures and gain knowledge and implement it and succeed in the world inner and outer. So all the 18 times we'll do or 11 times. Let it take as much as time it takes. Om Sri Matuhu Anugrahena समस्त संपदा शक्ति ज्ञान प्राप्ति द्वारा आध्यात्मिक व्यावहारिक जीवने विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री अष्टादश शक्तिपीठ स्तोत्रस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम स्टार्ट। ओम अथ श्री अष्टादश शक्तिपीठ स्तोत्रम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरुहूतिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। इति श्री अष्टादशशक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरुहूतिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। इति श्री अष्टादशशक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं पूर्णम्। ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गळा देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्पुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओढ्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्। इति श्री अष्टादशशक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। 6 times we saw, 5 more times toward the end of the class, or maybe tomorrow we will see. But 11 we will do anyway. Then remain 97 you add and then make a target of 1080 and achieve it in a stipulated period of time. Thus let more and more divine blessings come to you through your everyday chanting of these mantras. And the intention is very pure. May you all become empowered in your intellect with right wisdom, in the mind with right emotions, in all your faculties with energy, so that you become an asset to the world and enjoy your life also of performance and achievement. Other than that, there is no intention at all for us. We are conducting these classes and also specially teaching all these mantras. Thank you. Now, in today's common sense thought is very simple, very important. What is that? Be observant and be calculative in life. Throughout the day, what is happening in and around you, observe it and be calculative in doing everything, in taking everything, and in living everything. Don't be erratic, don't be, lavish, or don't be careless, etc. in life. Observe and be calculative. Pakka. The other meaning of that calculativeness is called sometimes even accountability also. But calculative. Don't be in a mind and mood of doing things in a rough and tough manner without being aware, without being calculative. That calculativeness and accountability preserves or saves lot of our resources in time and energy. Then we can do good things that with that. Everything is calculated. Few examples I give, remaining work on that. Calculative regarding your own sleep. Pakka, understand your nature and see how many hours you need sleep. Be calculative. Exactly that much time you try to. Less soega, so where you will be sleeping in the class and the work. Or if you sleep, it becomes a wrong habit. You have the carryover effect of that sleep. Hangover, it's called as sleep hangover. So be calculative. Why are you rough and up? Anytime you sleep, any number of hours you sleep, कभी 10 घंटे कभी 12 घंटे कभी 7 घंटे कभी 3 दिन उल्लू की तरह जागते गए सोए नहीं. This all lead to your psychosomatic and other types of diseases. And you are not managing your time or you are not managing all your life at all with this. So calculative regarding mainly the sleep. Then be calculative regarding your own food. Don't look at others, compare with others, and don't just get tempted by the objects seen and jump to consume them and thereafter suffer with your stomach ache and all. Be calculative. In that also, what is the quality of food is adjusted to you. कुछ लोगों को नमक ज़्यादा, कोई कम होता है किसी लोगों को तीखा ज़्यादा चलता है, किसी को नहीं चलता. Everyone is different in this world. So what suits to you? You know it. Calculative करो. मिर्ची कम है तो कम ही लेना, ज़्यादा खा के एसिडिटी क्यों लाते हो? So the quality of the food you are regarding will be calculative. So to the quantity of the food. If your capacity is 3 chapati, why you eat 2 and suffer and why you eat 4 and suffer? Why are you not calculative? Exactly itna khane se I feel stomach happy, my energy is sufficient. And also duration, 8 hours, 10 hours aisa. So be calculative about sleeping habits, be calculative about your own what you call as the eating habits. Everything is seen, you eat, it's only that's a buffalo's work. And any amount of quantity given, क्यों वेस्ट करे करके खा के क्यों सफर करते हो? Give it to some animals. We are victims of wrong eating, too much eating, less eating, indisciplined eating. And it becomes a habit. The way of Indian is like that only. Calculative. Indian diet is very calculative, but we have forgotten it. Now we are non-calculatively, कुछ भी दिखाई दिया खा लेते हैं. And we don't know each food taken inside, we have to go through the process and makes our inner subtle personality also. The other day we shared this thought. So to be calculative about how much time you are spending on your cell phone in your own interest, not less, not more. About your watching TV, about your interaction with the friends. Be calculative. All of them should not trouble your main goal. एक्चुअली जिसको लक्ष्य जीवन में होता है ना, इन सब में फंसेगा ही नहीं. वो तो इज फुल्ली बिजी इन हिज वर्क. But you and I are not so much committed to our goals. We are really very mediocre, useless fellows. We know all that. They were at least to achieve even small little goals for the conserving of required energy, etc. We have to become calculative. Money, be calculative. House, how big you want, be calculative. You and your wife and one child are there and make a duplex of so many things. Why are you having so much? अब झाड़ू पोंछा लगा के जिंदगी जाएगा उसमें. पागल है क्या? Calculative. What's your budget? How big a vehicle is required for you? Your office is 2 kilometer distance. Cycle, hello, bus. No, I am buying a chopper to fly from house to the office. What a nonsense it is. Calculating your money and expenses, your needs there. Is it not? दो व्हीलर चल टू व्हीलर चलेगा आपका टाउन में, बस उसी पे रहो. No, I want to buy a car and for that a garage is required and a driver is required and every day you clean it and put it there. Are you not wasting time for that? And how many lakhs and lakhs of rupee for that car? Do we afford it? Do we need it? Those have a lot of black money or earned money or whatever money. They buy. They're only very 0.01%. You should not be bekoof by copying them. Calculative bano. Is it not during our regarding our activities also calculative? Never overdo anything and never less do anything because you want to achieve it. In cricket, they say taking calculative risks to see that the run rate is kept up. Yesterday, so nicely played. Both the teams have won. Under 19 also and the elders also. Tino match जीत गए. India Sri Lanka, India South Africa, and India Scotland. Some country. Calculatively taking risk and playing and winning. As we talk about it. So common sense thought is be observant, be calculative, don't do less, don't do more. Correctly you do. Whether it is sleeping, whether it is eating, whether it is in activities, whether it is your own variety of works or purchases, all your interaction with the people, your amount of hours you spend in your exercise, कम करो तो भी फिर नहीं पाएगा फायदा. कैलकुलेटिव नहीं है तो करते गए 3-4 घंटे, then you see so many people are dying out of exercises, over exercise because of heart attack and all. काय को सब करना. How non-thinking and lazy we are at our intellectual level. So many important things we do every day without calculating. इसलिए कम होता है, ज्यादा होता है, दोनों के कारण नुकसान ही होता है. So be observant and be calculative is today's our common sense thought for all of us. Thank you. Now let's come to Geetha. Geetha chapter 5, we have reached to 7th shloka. Yesterday I spoke on that, but then because it did not recorded and all, again I am doing it. And this is the most profound, beautiful shloka both for spiritual seekers and us also. 5 adjustments are told to be made for us to be peaceful and happy while performing, which is called as success. Success is not success. Success is in performance, and performance with peace and happiness. Not in the trophy one, it is in the race run. Success is. Clear? So, for spiritual seekers, what is the meaning of the thing? Lipetines Vapena means what? They are not touched by the impurities more. So the mind is calm and quiet. Nalipyate means they are not tainted by negativities, so that their mind is quiet enough for meditation. Now let us chant the shloka and see all those 5. These were discussed earlier in other contexts also. थोड़ा hint करूंगा मैं, बाकी आप catch कर लेना. Shloka number 7 of chapter 5. Om Sri Krishnanugrah Dvarena गीता मातो अनुग्रह द्वारेण समग्र ज्ञान प्राप्ति द्वारा जीवन साफल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम गीता शास्त्र उक्ता पंचमोध्याय से सप्तमस्य श्लोकस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीगीता शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः कर्मसन्न्यास योगः. श्री भगवानुवाच. सप्तम श्लोकः. वर्ड्स आर योगयुक्तः विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात् भूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते. Become subtler with your intellect to understand these beautiful things and start applying or practicing them. समझने को बहुत टाइम लगता है, प्रैक्टिस शुरू करते नहीं अपन बहुत बूढ़े होने तक. बट एज एल एज पॉसिबल इफ यू कैन स्टार्ट डूइंग प्रैक्टिस इट बिकम्स अ हैबिट एंड हेल्प्स यू. तो वी विल डू व्हाट 1 + 3 chantings and 2 chantings 4 times and 2 times each word, each line. Start. ओम योग ओम श्री भगवानुवाच. श्री भगवानुवाच. योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा, योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा, योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा, योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा, विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः, विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः, विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः, विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः, सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा, 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 कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते, कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते, कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते, कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते. Now together 2 times. श्रीभगवानुवाच योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते. Again, श्रीभगवानुवाच योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते. This is what is a beautiful shloka. We'll start to explain the end result. 5 are the practices we have to do. We'll get this result which is mentioned at the end. What is that? Kurvan api na lipyate. Kurvan api means a spiritual seeker living spiritual sadhana. You and I working in our own fields. Kurvan api present continuous tense. Even though we are performing na lipyate. Not tainted by. The lepanam is for you and I is frustration, depression, sense of disappointment, sense of failure. Therefore, dukkha. This lepa will not come. In the place of it, there will be contentment, there is happiness, there is peace. You will discover it really when you really implement all those 5 things. For spiritual seekers, what is the meaning of nalipyate? Nalipyate means in his inner recesses, the actions which he is performing will not create extra impressions. कर्ता का कर्म का कर्मफल का कर्मफल के भोग का ये वासना या संस्कार नहीं बनते हैं. That is the meaning of न लिप्यते. See, the problem is what? You cannot be without work. When you work, the result and working, all of that creates impressions. Again, those impressions tempt us to work. In that way, we are only in the chakra of some desire, some work, some result, enjoyment, again vasana, desire. Because of which always we are extroverted, our mind intellect. Then if this mind intellect is never available to search the truth which is there inside, search the self, which is indicated by the Guru and Shastra. I am telling to spiritual people. Whereas through this type of outer performance, inner existing samskaras, vasanas we are exhausting, and new ones we are not allowing to enter. Day by day we become calm and quiet and peaceful. With that calm, quiet and peaceful mind, any shloka of the Upanishad you take as taught by the Guru, you contemplate on that. Then the layers of misunderstanding, ignorance go away. You start first understanding the truth intellectually. Then on the deep seat of meditation, you can really experience it also. That is the meaning of Kurvanapinalipide for spiritual seekers. And for you and I, with these 5 attitudes when you are working, you are not observing the world, you are not worried about who says what, etc. Therefore, you are not frustrated or depressed. You are not miserable. You are not feeling guilt or any of the non-positive things. Say, आपका अंतःकरण लेपित नहीं होगा. Therefore, you are enjoying your performance. Life is to live happily and peacefully. Happiness and peace cannot be compromised. Happiness is not what we get through the senses, it's called pleasures. The pleasures are of the senses. For the mind, it's called as state of mind, it is happiness. When the mind is pure, with the pure mind, the state of being is called happiness. And the bliss is the state of the self. When you discover it, that's spiritual. Okay, now what are the 5 things? I will only hint at them, little of explanation, be wise enough to catch them, and be sincere enough to practice them. Be true to yourself for your own growth and development. Be a great person of contribution to the world. Be a chosen instrument by the Lord in serving the world. That's how our life is fulfilled. Not the other way around, like a buffalo, eat and sleep and give work to everyone, and no talents learned, no activity done. Even if some work is done with all the negative attitudes, what a third class life. Are you Indian or not? What? You are an Indian. Indian cannot live life like that. भारतीय मीन्स गीता ज्ञान के अनुसार एक खूबसूरत बहुत सुंदर वाला जीवन जिएगा. He enjoys service, enjoys the work, and he maintains inner peace while working. He will not get disturbed, perturbed by small little egos, small little failures, and इसने कहा उसने वो कहा. These nonsense के कारण सफर होने वाला इंडियन थोड़ी है. Bharatiya to so matured, so dignified he is. He knows what to do, he knows how to do, and he knows what attitude to maintain. And while doing that, is so happy and peaceful. Khush mizaj. Excellent in life. Okay, the 5 things. First one, yoga yukta. Second one, vishuddhatma. Third one, vijitatma. 4, jitendriyaha. 5, sarvabhutatma bhutatma. Such person, kurvanapi even though involving the actions, whether it's a world or spiritual, na lipyate, neither will become miserable or frustrated, here nor will get any impurities added. So he becomes qualified for meditation, he can be qualified for taking up another project and work. Okay, first thing, yoga yuktaha. Let us not do an action which is not with yoga. Yoga, whenever you say karma yoga. Karma yoga, whenever you say, first thing is we should know what work to do, what not to do, which we have discussed in third chapter, 8th shloka. नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्य कर्मणः शरीर यात्रा विजदेन प्रसिद्धेन कर्मणः. So what karma to do exactly we know, only that we do. Other karmas we know we should not do, we don't do. That's called as first aspect of yoga as karma yoga. Second aspect what? The karma phala apeksha is not there. Third one is doing it with the yajna spirit where my performance should give such result for the entire totality. Then that result is given to the others. I only partake the reminiscences. That whole thing is called as yoga, karma yoga with the yajna spirit. Be in that stage always. Yoga yuktaha. Don't fall from that level. What is the falling of that level? Not working for the total, but working for selfishness. And not even working fully, but because of laziness, giving up the action. And there is only, what do you say, Kamya karma are done, Nishita karma are done, not Nitya Naimittika. This way of falling, let us not come to, my dear youngsters. As a youth, right from now, what exactly to be done in this world as my duty and for my sadhana and my service, having known it very clearly, wahi karo. Just because somebody else is doing, somebody else is telling, or your mind alone is tempting, don't do any nonsense. You can do, but you should not do. The problem with humanity is, in spite of all the abilities and talents, they use or misuse those things only in doing nonsense things. तो योग युक्त मीन्स कौन सा कर्म करना चाहिए, दैट इज नियत कर्म. और कैसे करना चाहिए, समाचर. एटीट्यूड क्या होना है, मुक्त संग. फल का क्या करना है, यज्ञ शिष्टाशन संत, सबको देना है. एंड टोटल एटीट्यूड कैसा होना है, यज्ञ भावना. It's a bhavana, like I am talking now. This talk of mine, I should have a yajna bhavana that all the youngsters who are listening, they should get benefit out of it. And it is always in the YouTube. Let more and more people listen to it and get benefit of Geeta's guidance. So, not for me. मेरा तो एक duty है. I do it as a seva. I am given bhojanam and jivanam by the Lord for the sake of this work. He only has employed me. I am his slave. I am sold out to him. I am his servant. I am his brutya. I am his sevaka. There's no doubt for me about it. More than this, I don't want anything. No appreciation, nothing I am concerned. But the Yajna Bhavana is what? Let Geeta Jnana become made aware to the youngsters. They know the glory of it. May they use it so that put their life on right track, both of career, both of their own personal and spiritual. That is our Yajna Bhavana. सबको कोई भी सुने गीता उनको उनसे फायदा होना चाहिए. My work. So too, take up those jobs by which everybody is benefited. That is Yajna Bhavana. Don't expect the result. That's called Karma Yoga. Do only Niyata Karma. This is how Yoga Yukta is explained. Yoga Yukta is an attitude. The action depends on what you have to do. Depending on your profession, your station in the world, wherever you are. If you are a conductor, you are a driver, you are a ticket collector, you are a bank manager, you are a cashier, whoever you may be, in whatever the place you are, if these principles are adapted, you are a कर्म योगी there. कर्मयोग का कोई दूसरा ड्रेस वेस नहीं होता. हर एक बंदे को कर्मयोग होना है, हो सकता है. पुलिस वाला कैन बी कर्मयोगी, लॉयर कैन बी कर्मयोगी, a politician can be कर्मयोगी, है ना, a sannyasi can be, should be कर्मयोगी in his work of spreading the knowledge of scriptures and all. You also can be कर्मयोगी. So yoga yukta explained. Second, the consequence of that should be vishuddhatma. Vishuddhatma for the spiritual seekers is through the karma yoga bhavana. When you are acting, your antakarana becomes shuddha. For you and I, when you are doing this karma yoga, the antakarana ko don't make ashuddha. And yesterday we explained exhaustively. Unfortunately, that was not recorded. Again, we speak about atma here is antakarana, your mind, etc. equipment. The ashuddhi of the antakarana is these 6 negative qualities. Not having them before performance, during performance, and the performance is called as Vishuddhatma. Not even little of those negativities. What are the 6? First is Kamana. it has two consequences. One, when fulfilled, it becomes lobha, greed. When it is not fulfilled, it becomes anger, the krodha. Okay, these both again, krodha and lobha, lead to another negativity called as delusion or confusion or not rightly apprehending. It's called as moha. A person when he is mohagrast or deluded, again it leads to two negativities. One is mada, arrogance, he tries to destroy everybody, and matsarya, he feels jealous about the others. With that also he tries to destroy others. In turn, he destroys himself. So kama, the desire, krodha, the anger, lobha, the greed, moha, the confusion, mada, the arrogance, matsarya, the sense of jealousy. These are the ashuddhis of the antakarana. Should never allow them to come. That is called as vishuddhatma. These are all negativities of the mind. They are disease of the mind. They, other than taking our energy, other than making us do wrong things, other than distracting us from the main work, these negative qualities have nothing to give us. We are in the illusion that these qualities are helping us. अरे महाराज इनके कारण हम सत्यानाश हो रहे हैं. This is called a Vishuddhatma. Now imagine a person who is working in his company with this Yoga Yuktata, and in the ayat there Vishuddhi is there. His art from his side is not doing any problem. Therefore, at least the regret guilts are gone. Others also, when they are troubling or with their negativity, if you have the another added quality of forgiveness and love and all, वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा problem. Life is so beautiful. Is not that person peaceful and happy? We defined Kurvanapi nalipyate with peace and happiness for us, no? So when we in this attitude, wherever our place we work, we are happy and peaceful because I don't have impurity in my mind and I am working outside as yogi or yoga yukta. जहां भी जाए हम, इंडिया जाओ, अमेरिका जाओ, एस्ट्रोनॉट बनो, सबमरीन में चले जाओ, whoever, wherever you are, yoga yukta, vishuddhatma. Yoga yukta, work in your field given in the yajna bhavana with karma yoga bhavana, yajna spirit and karma yoga bhavana, and don't expect results, share it with everyone. And second one is vishuddhatma. Don't allow these bacteria, fungus and virus to enter the mind. Thwart it there itself. Become aware of it. अरे यार कामना आ रहा है, let me careful about it, thwart it, otherwise it will agitate me, it will tempt me to do the wrong thing, then everybody will insult me, I also will self insulted, for 1 month I will be suffering. Therefore, rest it. So to krodha is coming, krodha is like a fire, it will burn me, it will break all the relations. Therefore, let me gulp that anger by having the positive quality of forgiveness. Then lovaha, why greed is coming, Roy, when I become greedy and covet the things more than what I deserve, then others watch at me and they will no more have any faith in me. They will not trust me. They won't let me not have a lobha. Then moha, why I am getting carried away in misunderstandings? Let me be alert. Let me take the guidance of the gurus. Let me assess the thing correctly. Let me understand properly and perform. Why I am in delusion called moha? Then the mother, what seeing what you are the mother? Mother is arrogance. काहे का चीज है तुम्हारा कि तुमको arrogance होना है? Everything is given by the Lord, given in the Prakriti, given by the parents, given by the world. How can you have mother? Like if I have achieved something, I feel arrogant कि मैंने किया. अरे तेरा arrogance क्या है? How many people helped you? God has given you life, Guru has given teaching, parents have given birth, friends and others have helped you, nature has helped you. How can you allow them arrogance? Because mada aa jata hai na, then we underestimate others, we belittle others, we insult others, we transgress the dharma, then we start doing all the nonsense. Then we spoil our own peace of mind and joy. The goal is to be happy and peaceful, not after doing the action, while doing itself. These are the attitudes which help us. And the last one is Matsarya, jealousy. How can you be jealous, yaar? Be happy in the growth of everyone, whoever they may be. So becoming observant and alert, thwart or avoid, nip at the bud level or abort these negative qualities 6 called as Vishuddhatma. So Yoga Yukta Vishuddhatma. मुझको मुश्किल है, मैं नहीं कर सकता, फिर सड़ो. मेरे को फिर भी खुश रहना है, फिर चेंज हो जाओ हमको. पता नहीं है जन्म जन्म से नेगेटिव क्वालिटीज आ रहा है, तो अब जन्म जन्म कोशिश करो, फिर निकाल दो उसको. You keep a thorn in the feet and it's paining and you don't want to remove it and you say I don't want to have the pain. कैसा होगा मेरे प्यारे? तो थॉर्न को निकालना है, मलहम लगाना है, उसको फिर से हील होने देना है, तब जाकर हेल्दी लगी एंजॉय. So our heart is pierced by these thorns of negative qualities which are pinching us every moment. Therefore, we are miserable. We are not able to perform well. Remove those thorns. Make the heart like a pure, beautiful garden where the flowers of positive qualities are there, which enchant you and your performance and make others too happy. ऐसा जिंदगी होना चाहिए. विशुद्धात्मा. दो हो गए. Yoga Yuktaha is the spirit of Karma Yoga and Yajna Bhavana. Vishuddhatma, removing all these negative qualities. These six are called Arishad Varga, the set of six enemies. Ari means enemy, Shat means six, Varga means category. The category of six enemies, they are for everyone. And the countries get destroyed because of one or two or three or four of these qualities. When Yudhishthira became king and earned all the wealth, Duryodhana became jealousy, Matsarya. That was enough for him to create such a big problem that whole Kurukshetra war had to come, because of which so many are killed. 18 lakhs में से इतने लाखों लोग मरे. Everywhere that's what. See the Matsarya of the America and all countries, seeing China growing. In America, every product, even toothpaste is from China now. And they say China is becoming so much industrialist and they are creating so much of smoke and fog. अरे तेरे लिए प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हो, तुम बना अपने देश में भी, तुम्हारा भी foggy हो जाएगा, smoky. But they are jealous. Everywhere there is jealous. India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, jealous of India. They hand मिलाते China से. अब China लोग greedy है. They are not spiritual. Now India, see today our external affairs minister has gone to Sri Lanka, talked to all the presidents and all. He gave assurance will help you to come out of this crisis. That is the glory of India. भारतीय मतलब ऐसा होता है. So two things are done. Yoga Yukta Vishuddhatma. Yoga Yukta is in Karma Yoga spirit. Vishuddhatma is heart is pure of all these negativities. Third one is Vijitatma. Vijitatma, I told you already in the introduction. Here Atma means body. Vijitatma means what? The body should be in our control. Control of the body is what? It is always hale and hearty and healthy and energetic. More important than it is dynamic. It is not sleepy or lethargic. That's called Vijitatma. The body with its optimum energy should be readily available for the best of the work. Atma also you can take as mind. In that mind, Vijitatma means the mind is always calm and quiet. What we talked about Vishuddhatma is purity. Here Vijitatma is calmness and concentration of the mind, or the peace of the mind. Purity of the mind, Vishuddhatma. Mana, it is in the controlled state, single pointed state, is called as Vijitatma. If you take the Atma as body, body should be hale and hearty and healthy. So Yoga Yuktaha, Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma. Then fourth one is Jitendriya. Jitendriya means what? All the 10 of our Indriyas should be in our control, not that they are guiding. And yesterday exhaustively spoke, controlling all the faculties never mean not using them. What is the meaning of controlling the car? Keep it always in the garage. Clean karo, garage mein rakho. That's not control of car. Control of car is you should sit in the car, you drive the car in such a way that car is not going in its own choice, it is going according to me. Therefore, controlling the tongue doesn't mean don't speak. That any nonsense fellow can do. Control of the tongue is to know what not to speak and avoid it, what to speak and to be spoken that. To speak that. It is called control of tongue. Control of eating is not eating, not eating. मर जाओगे फिर. क्या नहीं खाना, क्या खाना जानकर जो खाना है वही खाओ, जो नहीं खाना छोड़ो. That's control. Control of the eye is not that closed eyes. मैं कुछ नहीं देख रहा हूँ अभी गांधारी की तरह. बेवकूफ. क्या नहीं देखना नहीं देखो, क्या देखना हो देखो, उसको कंट्रोल कहते हैं. So the control of mind is not making the mind dull with the drugs and drinks. Control of the mind is to know what thoughts and emotions should be there, what should not be there. That which is not required, we have to eliminate. In the same way, all the indriyas should be in our control. And one by one, we have to conquer. We have to be in that mission, silently, secretly within us. And that is the dignity of human being more than his outer achievements. बाहर आपने कितने कमाए और इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं, अंदर तुमने अपने इंद्रियों को कितना जीता. लाइक Ravana, all of them, how big tapasyas they have done, how big vara they got, but they got destroyed. Why? Because they could not control their own mind or senses or ego or negativities. आप बाहर कितना बड़ा बन रहे हो का हिसाब नहीं होता, अंदर कितना आप शुद्ध हो रहे हो, अंदर आप अपने आप को कितना काबू में रख रहे हो, वो इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. Therefore Vijitatma, then Jitendriya. So Yoga Yuktaha, my every activity is with Karma Yoga Bhavana and Yajna spirit. Vishuddhatma, consciously I am eliminating Kama Krodhadi 6 Ashuddhis. Vijitatma, I am maintaining the energy and health of the body, so too of the mind. Jitendriyaha, my faculties of senses are fully managed, controlled by me. Now, all this is personality management techniques only, no? When I, the personality, get properly managed, empowered, strengthened, integrated, then everything I do is spectacular. अब खुद को इतने बिगाड़ के सड़ा के रखा, अब कैसा करोगे? जिस आत्मा है ही नहीं है, बफेलो लाइक स्लीप, जितेंद्रिय नहीं है, कंटिन्यूअसली ग्रेजिंग लाइक ए ग्लटन ओनली, विशुद्ध आत्मा है ही नहीं है, ओनली इंप्योरिटी थॉट्स ऑफ लस्ट्स एंड पैशंस एंड ग्रीड्स एंड ऑल नॉनसेंस, योग युक्त है ही नहीं, काम करता ही नहीं बंदा। अब देखो कैसे आपको मन में शांति सुख मिलेगा। Are you thinking? Are you listening? Are you careful? You must listen this talk 2 3 times and write down main salient points. This is my requestful, demandful, commandful order to you. Follow its help to you. नहीं करो तो मेरे को क्या? Last one is सर्वभूतात्मा भूतात्मा. सारे भूतों में रहने वाले आत्मा को अपने ही आत्मा जानने वाला. This is a little tough but very important. Once you come to the study of Shastras, scriptures, Geetha Adi, once you recognize that you are Hindu, Sanatana Dharmi, you have no more right to live a life of isolation or separation and taking the people as different from us and create all nonsensical relations. For a Hindu, every being is same God, every being is like me. Sarva bhuta atma मतलब सबके अंदर जो परमात्मा आत्मा है वो भी मेरे अंदर है, इसलिए सब एक ही है. So the hunger of the bird is my hunger. So give that bird. The thirst of the animal is my thirst. Therefore, give that water to that. My insult is like other insult. Therefore, don't insult anyone. When I am respected and happy, therefore respect others. When others value me, I am happy. Therefore, valuing others. That's called as Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. A person regarding the emotions, when he equates himself with others and never gives negative emotions, gives only positive ones. He is a genius of the person. He is understanding real human dharma. That's called Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. He is a pure spiritually seen. The self in me is self in all. The electricity in every electrical equipment is same. The water in the every wave is same. The gold in every ornament is same. The mud is in every pot is same. The oxygen in everybody's lungs is same. सब में एक ही नहीं. The eye sees everybody's eye. तुम्हारा नाक मेरा कान देखते हैं क्या? सबके आंख ही देखते हैं, सबके कान ही सुनते हैं, सबका नाक ही सूंघता है. तो व्हाट इज डिफरेंस देयर? In that way, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma means at the highest spiritual level, one self only permeating in everything. Little empirical or practical Vyavahara level, like me, they also. Like them, we also. That's how India loves everyone. Every caste, creed, religion, सबको welcome करते. But those fools don't understand it. They bent upon destroying we unnecessarily. पता नहीं कब इनका दिमाग बढ़ता है. Very funny they're all. We welcome anybody come to India, it's you enjoy. They come, dominate, use their weapons, destroy, take our wealth. क्यों कर रहे हो? हम ऐसा नहीं कर रहे, हम तो सब में वही परमात्मा देख रहे. How beautiful this philosophy. That's why only Hindu Sanatana Dharma philosophy can save the whole country. Anything other, there is biasness, there is differentiation, there is enmity, there is fighting, there is destruction. Anyway, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma means he is equating himself with the beings everywhere. Therefore, his love, his sacrifice, his service, his forgiveness are natural. Like how I love myself unconditionally. How forgive myself unconditionally. How I serve myself. So everyone is my own self. Therefore, love, service, everything. The practical thing of this is what? When you are working in any of the office, according to the official gradation, whatever way you have to relate or do, you do it. But heart in heart, you must know all of them are part of this company. We're all together. Oneness ko maintain karo. Never ever the world can be equal. Unequal things can never be happy. Only happiness can be gained when instead of the equality, the oneness is brought. That's why wife and husband can never be equal. They will beat each other if they try to become equal. How can they be equal? ये तो man है, ये तो woman है. किस विषय में equal होएंगे आप बताओ? हो ही नहीं सकता. But you can be one. Only in being one that we are happy. In trying to become equal, we always make ourselves miserable. Two things can never be equal. They are all different. But everything can become one. When the reasons because of which inequality are there, when they are dropped, then we can one. Oneness is a concept. It's an idea. It's an accepted idea. Take it as one, your all problems gone. Like in India, the South Indian, North Indian, Maharashtrian, Gujarati, they fight. But when they go to America, all are Indians. They together. Oneness आ गई कि नहीं उनको? So to all human race is one. So to all living beings are one. In fact, the entire globe is one only. That's called Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. It is not easy thing. 10, 20 years when you listen to Shastras from some qualified guru, then these ideas start entering into you. But at your practical level, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma means see your own Sukha Dukkha equal like others. As Sukha you want, give it to others. As Dukkha you don't want, don't give it to others. That's called Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma. Now, when these five beautiful qualities are developed, with that, when you are performing the world, where is Dukkha, where is Ashanti? There will be Sukha and Shanti, happiness and peace. That's the meaning of Kurvanapi. While performing, while living the life, Nalipyate. You are not scorched or tortured by the Dukkha and peacelessness all the time. So, to a spiritual seeker, when in this way you are conducting, your heart becomes purified with the pure, calm, quiet, energetic heart. You just take these shlokas of Upanishad, contemplate on that. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Satyam Yat Yena Rupena Nishchayate Tasya Rupam Na Vyabhicharat Idi Satyam Yat Vyabhicharat Tat Anrutam Brahma Satyam Ataha Brahma na vyakritam, it is avyakritam. So those contemplations can be done. Jnanam Gnapti Swarupam Avabodha Matram, contemplations. I'm just giving an idea. So Ishavasam Sarvam Yatkinja Jagatyam Jagat. That Ishvara, who being an Atma, is controlling everything from within. He alone is permeated everywhere. Bring those thoughts again and again, because of which the superficial differences are transcended. I'm telling you, contemplation, meditation on the Upanishadic mantras for the spiritual seekers, how they are like. I know they're all bouncers, white balls, and all this for you. You try to play, you'll be LBW. Anyway, for a spiritual seeker, by living life outside like this, he'll purify his antakarana. With that, he'll employ it for sadhana. You and I also, in this way, when we live life, we are happy and peaceful. Happiness and peaceful आ गया तो सारे साम्राज्य का आप राजा बन गए. Without happiness means everything you have, but you are miserable. What's the use? So again repeating, yoga yuktaha. Be a karma yogi. What to do, not to do, you must know. Do it without phalapeksha. Do it for the sake of totality. Vishuddhatma, these six negativities don't entertain. Vijitatma, let the body and mind be maintained properly. Then Jitendriyaha, let none of the Indriyas go out of control and demand so many things that we become slave to them. No. Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma, develop that idea of all are same, all are one. Everyone is same. We're all children of same earth, children of same divine. In and through all of us, same Paramatma is working. Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma. How beautiful, Seeing myself in you, seeing yourself in me. These are not very sublime things. They appear to be absolutely tangential and impractical for those who don't have the Indian Hindu way of thinking. And unfortunately, you are all never taught all this in your schools and colleges. Therefore, it appears to be abstract or non-practical. But this is the most important and practical thing to be done. You are senior and junior, you are of this and that. They are maybe required in Vyavahara. But heart in heart, if the differences are maintained, how much of bitterness will be there in the heart? Instead of that, in the heart, if you maintain oneness, and in the Vyavahara, depending on requirement, if you do, where's the problem? Like I am speaking here, as speaker, you are listener. It's a practical thing outside. But heart in heart, when I know what is flowing through is same divine and in me also same, I will never have any raga, dvesha, ityadi to you. I'll not hate you. I'll not attach to you. I'll love you. And then in love, there is love service. In love, there is forgiveness. In love, there is an acceptance. When you forgive, love, accept, the whole life is beautiful. जिंदगी को आनंद वाला बनाना सीखो. Not pleasures. This you are anyway knowing. Earn lot of money, spend it on objects, and eat like buffalo. That any useless fellow does it. You are not so. You are a Sanatana Dharmi, student of Geetha. For you, the definition of success of life is inner peace and happiness. that is gained while performing by adding these five things. Thank you. Let us chant this shloka. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriya Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma Kurvannapi Nalipyate. Today's common sense thought was be observant, be calculative. Don't do extra, don't do less also. Everything. That knowledge you have to, that habit we have to gain. So that the things are done perfectly, perfectly done things give perfect result. Even if one chapati, if it is excessive, with all temptations also you should not eat. कितना भी टेम्पटिंग वाला मीठा हो अच्छा हो आइटम मेरे को बस हो गया करके जानने के बाद उसको छोड़ना चाहिए. When you decide 10 o'clock I'll sleep, how much important may be the TV or cinema or serial, you should be able to put it off. That is the meaning of observant and calculative. That was the thing we learned. Now in the stotrams we learned अष्टादश शक्ति पीठ स्तोत्र. It's a little big. 6 बार हमने पढ़ा, अभी 2 बार पढ़ेंगे आठ हो जाएगा, कल हम 3 बार पढ़ेंगे. Okay, to save time. Start. ओम लंकायां शंकरी देवी कामाक्षी कांचिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृंगला देवी चामुंडी क्रौंचपट्टणे अलंपुरे जोगुडाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्या महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओड्यायां गिरिजा देवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया मांगल्य गौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेश सरस्वती अष्टादशपीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायंकाले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्. इति श्री अष्टादशशक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्. अगेन ओम लंकायां शंकरी देवी कामाक्षी कांचिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृंगड़ा देवी चामुंडी क्रौंचपट्टणे अलंपुरे जोगुडाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्या महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओड्यायां गिरिजा देवी माणिक्य दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया मांगल्य गौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेश सरस्वती अष्टादशपीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायंकाले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसम्पत्करं शुभम्. इति श्री अष्टादशशक्तिपीठस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं सर्वं श्रीमाधुचरणानन्दार्पणमस्तु. रक्ष रक्ष पाहि पाहि त्राहि त्राहि. ओम श्रीमात्रे नमः. Same way we have for Lakshmi Devi, for your Saraswati, for Hanumanji, for Lord Shiva. Saurashtra Somanatham cha Srishaile Mallikarjuna Ujjainya Mahakalam Omkaramale Sravalya Vaidyanathan cha Dakinya Bhimashankaram Setu Vande Rameshwar Nageshwar Dhanagane Varanasyantu Vishwesham Tremakam Gautamindre Himalayatu Kedaram Kushmesham Shivalayatani Jyotirlingani Sayam Pratapate Narasaptenu Kritam Papus Paridev Neshati. I'll teach it one day. हनुमानजना सुनवाई पुत्रमाला रामेष्ट बलगुणसका पिंगाक्षोभित विक्रमोदित क्रमणश्चैव सीताशुकविनाशका लक्ष्मण प्राणदाता चतुर्सखिरोस्तर्भः दातयिता नामानि कविन्दस्मात्मनः स्वापकाले वणित्ययात्राकाले विशेषतः तस्मत्वयं नास्ति सर्वत्र विजय भवेत्. सेम फॉर गणपति सुमुखश्चैकदन्तश्च कपिलोकशकनिकः लम्बोदरस्य विकटो विघ्नाज विनायकः धूमकेतुगणाध्यक्षो बालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्ड शूर्पकर्णः हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः. छोटू फॉर सूर्य मित्र सूर्य भानुका कपूर मरीचादित्य सवितर्क भास्करेभ्यो नमो नमः. इतने देवताओं के इतने सुंदर सुंदर श्लोक है. You have to become master of all that. Thank you. God Guru always bless you for a ideal Sanatana Dharmian Indian to succeed for yourself and also to add to the joy and peace of the world at large. Thank you, one and all. May Bhagavan Krishna, Geetha Mata, Vedavyas Bhagavan and all gurus take care of you. And may you all also develop devotion to them, Shraddha for them. And come to that zone of purity, divinity, respect and reverence. Come out of this zone of the arrogance of the youth, carelessness of the youth, and going in wrong direction of youth. Youth doesn't mean we have to be negative. That becomes a habit. Youth onwards only we have to be positive. Then only throughout life we will be in the right track. Thanks once again.